So I hope I'm audible, and I had given you a practice sheet to solve of critical reasoning. How many of you have solved that? All right, good. That's good. So there are 8 people who have solved it. Great. So others are also joining. Just give me a quick minute. So let me share the screen with you all. Hope you are able to see the screen. Okay. What's the problem with this? So I have shared also the newspaper of 12th, of 11th, of 10th, and let me announce CLAT mini test. This CLAT mini test will be completely of GK based on CLAT pattern, passage oriented questions. So CLAT mini test 5 is going to be there, right? CLAT mini test 5 is going to be there from current affairs segment. There would be a set of 50 questions, nearly 50 questions would be there, right? And the date of this particular test is from 1st of March till 8th of March. Right? 50 questions are there, and not everything has to be read. So what are you going to read? Right? What are you going to read for this test? You are going to focus on national news. You are going to focus on international news, and you are going to focus on E-explained of Indian Express. These are the areas that you are going to focus on for the test of 1st March till 8th of March. And when it is it will be conducted next week. In next week, possibly Thursday or Friday. Possibly Thursday or Friday, right? So you have a full week to prepare for this. And if you are reading the newspapers on the daily basis, preparation would be only a revision for you, right? सो अगेन न्यूज़पेपर्स को ही फोकस करना है. तो जो भी आपके ग्रुप में न्यूज़पेपर्स आए हैं 1st to 8th मार्च में जितने भी न्यूज़पेपर शेयर किए हैं, वट एवर इज शेयर्ड इन द ग्रुप, राइट, वहीं से पूछेंगे. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th मार्च का 8 दिन का पेपर अगर ग्रुप पे नहीं शेयर किया है, 1st to 8th मार्च में सिर्फ 4 पेपर अगर शेयर किए हैं, तो सिर्फ वही 4 पेपर आप पढ़ेंगे, राइट? सिर्फ वही 4 पेपर पढ़ेंगे आप. सो ये याद रखिएगा, मैं एक हफ्ते पहले बता दे रहा हूँ. और इस बार मुझे कोई बहानेबाजी नहीं चाहिए. पेपर पढ़ेंगे, मार्क्स आएगा. और जीके का टेस्ट है, तो 50 क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली रहेंगे. डेफिनेटली देयर वुड बी स्टैटिक एरियाज, definitely there would be questions which you do not know about, but they will be related to the topics in the passage only. Nothing will be beyond your understanding. If there are passages or questions which are beyond your understanding or that you have not studied, then definitely questions would be there. Using common sense, you can eliminate the options and you will be able to pick one. So I want at least 42 marks out of 50 questions. At least 42 marks out of 50 questions. And that is how you will prepare the first week March current affairs. So I have shared the newspaper already. Now who is going to teach the newspaper? Nobody. Why? Because newspaper को पढ़ाना, देखिए अगेन न्यूज़पेपर को पढ़ाना दो चीज़ों से अवॉइड करते हैं. पहला, दैट इट इज़ अ वेरी कम्बरसम एक्टिविटी. पूरा 1-1.5 घंटा आपके साथ लगे रहे, उसके बाद क्लास में जो डिस्कस होगा वो प्रेमाइज डिस्कस होगा. पढ़ना आपको खुद ही पड़ेगा, उसको याद भी आपको खुद ही करना पड़ेगा। 1.5-2 घंटे की क्लास कर लेने के बाद ऐसा नहीं होता है कि पेपर पूरा कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। सेकंड, इसका ये तरीका ये हो सकता था कि आपको एक एनालिसिस में वीडियो के रूप में टॉपिक्स के बारे में बता दिया जाए, बट उसका बेटर वर्क अराउंड क्या है कि आपको हाईलाइटेड पोर्शन शेयर कर दिया जाता है। तो ये पहला कारण है जिसकी वजह से न्यूज़पेपर्स नहीं पढ़ाया जाता। दूसरा, न्यूज़पेपर्स को जब भी हम पढ़ें तो जब हम करंट अफेयर्स को देख रहे हैं तो हम ऑब्जेक्टिव व्यू पॉइंट से पेपर को पढ़ते हैं। जब हम न्यूज़पेपर में एडिटोरियल्स को पढ़ते हैं तो हम सब्जेक्टिव व्यू पॉइंट से पढ़ते हैं। दोनों व्यू पॉइंट में बहुत डिफरेंस होता है। ऑब्जेक्टिव और सब्जेक्टिव व्यू पॉइंट में क्या डिफरेंस होता है? ऑब्जेक्टिव में आप सीधे फैक्ट्स निकालने की कोशिश करते हो और सब्जेक्टिव व्यू पॉइंट में आप कॉम्प्रिहेंशन के ऊपर कोशिश करते हो। तो ये जो 50 क्वेश्चंस का टेस्ट होने वाला है, अब हम के तरीका क्या होता है अखबार को पढ़ने का? आप एडिटोरियल से स्टार्ट करिए, एडिटोरियल्स में सब्जेक्टिवली अपने उस एडिटोरियल्स के साथ काम करिए, उनको समझाइए खुद को। ब्लैंक पूरा एडिटोरियल पढ़ने के बाद उसकी समरी बनाइए एक ब्लैंक पेज पे। वो समरी पूरी एक 200-300 वर्ड्स की नहीं होनी चाहिए। वो समरी 5 से 7-8 पॉइंट की होनी चाहिए। देर आर स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव स्टार्टेड इट इन योर बैच एंड देर आर स्टूडेंट्स हुज अंडरस्टैंडिंग आई कैन सी इज प्रोग्रेसिवली इम्प्रूविंग डे बाई डे। उनके नोट्स 1.5 पन्ने से सिमट के एक आधे पन्ने पे आ चुके हैं। दैट डिक्लेयर्स, दैट स्पीक्स वॉल्यूम्स, दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो होती है हमारी, वो लिखते लिखते इम्प्रूव हो जाती है। तो आप न्यूज़ एडिटोरियल से स्टार्ट करिए, सब्जेक्टिवली उस पर काम करिए। इसमें लगता है 1 घंटा, 1 से 1.5 घंटा इसमें लगेगा अगर आप सारे हाईलाइटेड एडिटोरियल्स को पढ़ के उसको लिखेंगे। क्योंकि लिखने में आपको वोकैब पे भी ध्यान देना है। यू नीड टू पिक आउट वर्ड्स इन द एडिटोरियल्स जो आपको नहीं पता है। दे विल बी द रोड ब्लॉक इन द क्लैट एग्जामिनेशन, तो आपको उनका मीनिंग भी तुरंत आइडेंटिफाई करना है। अगर आपको याद हो जा रहा है तो ठीक है, अगर आपको नहीं याद हो रहा है तो आप अपने उसी एडिटोरियल नोट्स में उन वर्ड्स को भी हाईलाइट करेंगे। बिकॉज 15 years बिफोर द एग्जामिनेशन, 15 days बिफोर द एग्जामिनेशन, इफ यू आर ओपनिंग दैट copy and you are seeing that there are a lot of words written, then again it is going to help you a lot. और उसके बाद सेकेंड फेज ऑफ द न्यूज़पेपर में ऑब्जेक्टिविटी ढूंढते हैं और करंट अफेयर्स के फैक्ट्स को प्रेमाइज करने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो ये जो 50 क्वेश्चंस हैं आपके लिए गेम आसान है। 1 मार्च टू 8 मार्च में न्यूज़पेपर के लार्जली नेशनल न्यूज़, इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ और ये एक्सप्लेन वाले कॉर्नर को ऑब्जेक्टिवली पढ़ना है। कोई टॉपिक अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, लेट से उसके आगे पीछे का कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको नहीं मालूम है, देन यू आर फ्री टू यूज इंटरनेट एंड सर्फ अबाउट इट from Wikipedia, number one, and number two, just look at standard newspaper websites which are there, like The Wire, The Print, Hindustan Times, Business Insider, India Today, and so on and so forth. You don't have to really deep dive into and do the research about those topics. So having said that, the biggest roadblock in critical reasoning section, the biggest roadblock in critical reasoning section in CLAT is not the difficulty in the passage, is not the difficulty in the passage. The passages are not difficult, so this is not the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is that you have to do it within 25 minutes. And let me tell you, CR is one section which is maximum scoring. So what is the meaning of maximum scoring? Let us say that there are 25 questions and you had attempted only 22 questions. And out of these 22 questions, 4 to 5 are incorrect. Let us say 4 to 5 are incorrect. Only 4 to 5 are incorrect. Then also you will be able to fetch out somewhere around, if I calculate it correctly, then you would be able to at least score 16.5 to 17 marks out of 25 in CR, which I would not say is exemplary, but is pretty decent. Right? So, a piece of advice for you. A piece of advice is that most of the time, when students fetch out mocks from Telegram, they try to appear the entire mock at one go. See, when you want to improve upon your sections and when you want to improve upon your accuracy will never be improved if you will go by this logic that in 2 hours you are trying to solve the all questions and you're trying to push your attempt and accuracy. It will never come. So to improve your accuracy, right? To improve your accuracy, to improve your command over time, what you can do is practice those mocks as sectionals. So let us say there are 5 mocks of critical of some XYZ institution which you have come across. Now, what you have to do is pick out the CR segment of all those 5 mocks, assign days. Like today, let us say if it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because you also have to accompany in the start, every day you are reading the newspaper, that is to be done. A newspaper sometimes demands a lot of research and a lot of web surfing, so that is very time consuming, and if you're not doing this, there is no point of reading the newspaper also, right? Newspapers can't be done on a daily basis. Then in Clat Mini group there are a lot of PDFs, legal PDFs that you get, so आपको वो भी पढ़ना पड़ता है. फिर आपको कंपाइलेशन मिल जाता है एडिटोरियल्स का, डिफरेंट टाइप टॉपिक्स पे, वो भी पढ़ना पड़ेगा. A lot of that can't be done on a daily basis. So what I am expecting out of you is the mocks that you get on Telegram. There are a lot of mocks available on Telegram, and there is no problem and harm in exploiting the available resources that we have, right? So on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have assigned mock 1. You will do CR 25 questions, then mock 2, mock 3, mock 4, and mock 5. And what are you going to do in this entire week? Only critical reasoning you are going to do. How many questions? 25 questions. What is the time limit you are going to solve 25 questions? So if in examination they expect 25 minutes, you will put a timer of 20 minutes and you will try to solve 25 questions. That is how you are going to push yourself while you practice. So is it possible to solve this within 20 minutes? I am saying with practice, this skill can be adopted. You can become a very fast reader. यू डोंट हैव टू पुश योर सेल्फ इनटू अ कंफर्ट जोन. 25 मिनट में करना ही है क्लैट में, हम इसको प्रैक्टिस के टाइम पे 20 मिनट में करने की कोशिश करते हैं. और 20 मिनट की कोशिश में अगर आप 17 क्वेश्चन कर पा रहे हैं, लेट अस से यू आर एबल टू डू ओनली 17 क्वेश्चंस, राइट? देन यू नीड टू सी दैट इस 17 क्वेश्चन में से प्रोपोर्शनलिटी मेरे सिर्फ 1 और 2 क्वेश्चन ही क्या होने चाहिए, इनकरेक्ट होने चाहिए, इससे ज़्यादा इनकरेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर 20 मिनट में मैं 17 सवाल कर पाई हूँ, तो उसमें मेरे सिर्फ 1 या 2 सवाल ही गलत होने चाहिए. 25 में अगर फिर मैंने 20 मिनट में प्रैक्टिस नहीं करा और मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि यार 20 मिनट इज नॉट वर्किंग फॉर मी, आई एम नॉट एबल टू कंप्लीट द नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स, सो आई ट्राई टू पुश इट टू 25. So in 25 minutes, if you're able to read 25 questions, mark 22 questions, and still get 17 correct, 16 correct, then that is a thumbs up for you. Because this kind of test will keep you in the game. This kind of scoring around 16.5 to 17 marks out of 25 in CR will keep you in the game, right? Will keep you in the game. That is the bare minimum target. Now, those who really want top three, trust me dear, out of the 25 questions that we have framed here, you only can choose, you can only mark 3 questions incorrect. So, ये ideal score इस वाले टेस्ट का क्या है? आपने 25 questions पहली बार 25 minutes में कर लिए हो, ये फर्स्ट चैलेंज है. अगर आप नहीं कर पाए and you have taken more than 25 minutes to solve this question paper that I have given, then please understand that you have to bring it within 25 minutes. This is the first roadblock that you have to pass. Forget about accuracy, think about time, right? Let us say that you are one of those candidates जिसने 25 सवालों को 25 मिनट में कंप्लीट कर लिया और 25 क्वेश्चन मार्क कर लिए हैं. तो अब सेकंड चैलेंज एक्यूरेसी में, जो सेकंड चैलेंज होता है, ये बच्चों का जो रोड ब्लॉक इस बार है वो मे बी एक्यूरेसी है, ना कि टाइम. तो उनके लिए 25 क्वेश्चंस में से कितने गलत हुए हैं, कितने सही हुए हैं, उसके लिए आपके पास 3 या 4 मार्क्स की गुंजाइश रहती है, 3-4 क्वेश्चन की गुंजाइश रहती है. तो इसमें 21 क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो आपके करेक्ट होने चाहिए. सॉरी फॉर माय स्लिप ऑफ टंग, 21 क्वेश्चंस करेक्ट होने चाहिए. ये चीज को अपने दिमाग में रखिएगा और यही आपका टारगेट है. 25 क्वेश्चन किया है तो सिर्फ 4 गलत है. और अगर हम 20 मिनट में 17 सवाल ही कर पा रहे हैं, तो हमें 20 मिनट में 25 सवाल करने की हैबिट को डेवलप करना है. ये दोनों सेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, जिनका पहला अगर टाइम चैलेंज है, दूसरा एक्यूरेसी चैलेंज है, दोनों सेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स को ये कोशिश करनी है कि आप 20 मिनट में 25 क्वेश्चन करने की आदत डालिए और वो डेली प्रैक्टिस से सुधरेगी. तो मंडे से लेके फ्राइडे तक में आपने 25 to 30 मिनट्स दिए हैं सेक्शनल्स करने के लिए, और अगला 1 घंटा दिया है उनको थ्रेड बेयर बेसिस पे एनालाइज करने के लिए। 4-5 क्वेश्चन भी जो गलत कर दिए आपने, उसके आंसर को देखने के बाद उसको जस्टिफाई भी करो अपने दिमाग में, राइट, कि नेक्स्ट टाइम वो सेम सेट ऑफ मिस्टेक रिपीट ना हो। क्लियर है? ये छोटे छोटे एफर्ट्स होते हैं जो डेली बेसिस पे आपको करने चाहिए। क्लैट की क्या प्रिपरेशन हम खुद से कर सकते हैं? आप बिल्कुल खुद से चाहे तो कर सकते हैं, बट ये फ्लो और ये गाइडेंस जो होता है, जो स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस है, ये आपको नहीं मिलेगा। इस टाइम पे आपको न्यूज़पेपर्स को भी पढ़ते रहना है, छोड़ना नहीं है न्यूज़पेपर्स को। आपको स्टडी मटेरियल्स भी एग्जॉस्ट करने हैं। अब समय आ गया है कि हम करंट अफेयर्स में भी खुद को नोट मेकिंग और इन सब में इन्वॉल्व करते हुए चलें, और अवेलेबल एरियाज, अवेलेबल प्रैक्टिस सेट्स, आपके पास कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन की अगर बुक्स हैं पुराने साल की, पिछले साल की, आप लगा चुके हो उसको इस बार, कोई बात नहीं, उसको दोबारा उठाइए, बिकॉज आंसर्स याद नहीं रहते, राइट। एंड स्टॉप फॉलोइंग वन एक्टिविटी विच आई एम फाइंडिंग इन ऑल ऑफ द एस्पिरेंट्स। पेपर को इस तरीके से गोचने की आदत, ये तरीके से गोचने की आदत जो है पेपर को, स्टॉप डूइंग दिस। कीप योर पेपर नीट एंड क्लीन, एंड इंस्टेड ऑफ अंडरलाइनिंग यूज ईदर लाइंस लाइक दिस और यूज सर्कल्स, लाइट सर्कल्स, वेरी लाइट सर्कल्स, नॉट दिस, दिस इज वेरी डार्क, अपने आप में इट इज वेरी डार्क। If I could change the color, I would have told you, keep a very light, हल्का सा पेंसिल चलाइए, बस हल्की सी। यूज पेंसिल्स नॉट पेन इन योर मॉक्स, यूज पेंसिल्स नॉट पेन। ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं जिनके भी सिलेक्शन इस बार 74 से 80 के बीच में जो बच्चे फंसे हैं। तुम्हारे अगर क्लैट के पेपर में तुमने ये काम किया हुआ है, जाके ज़रा अपना क्लैट का पेपर उठा के देख लेना। अगर ये काम तुमने किया हुआ है तो मैं चैलेंज के साथ कह रहा हूँ, कन्विक्शन के साथ कह रहा हूँ, चैलेंज के साथ, क्या यही रीज़न है कि तुम डिस्ट्रैक्ट हुए हो और तुम्हारा सिलेक्शन इस बार नहीं हुआ है? यही रीज़न है। लोग काम, इतनी बेसिक सी चीज़ पे लोग काम नहीं करते, कोई बताता नहीं है स्टूडेंट्स को। स्टॉप अंडरलाइनिंग, स्टॉप अंडरलाइनिंग, इट डिस्ट्रैक्ट्स योर ब्रेन unnecessarily, right? You don't know, when you go back to the passage and you look at the passage, the entire passage is like this, right? The entire passage has been done and marked like this. You don't know what is the area that is important and what is the precise information you are looking for. It gets distracted. Second, it gets very clumsy. The flow of the passage will get very clumsy in your head. You won't be able to recall what portion was mentioned where. This is the second drawback of underlining a lot. Third, third problem is that when you underline and read, it slows your reading speed. Now, definitely you will never be able, even if you're a very fast reader, you won't be able to solve this passage even in 7 minutes. If you go by this, even in 7 minutes. अभी तुम घर पे कंफर्ट पे कर रहे हो सकता है तुम कर भी लो। एग्जामिनेशन के दिन को याद करो कितना पैनिक रहता है। Look at all those faces which are around you. Some are smart, some are dumb, and you see and wonder where do you lie. All of this creates ruckus inside our mind. And adding to the top, when you use your pen and pencil like this in your mock paper, it kills away time, it takes away clarity, and it confuses you. More than clarity, it gives you confusion. So avoid these things while you practice sectionals at your home. Try to practice your sectionals in very uncomfortable places. For example, sitting on the staircase. Sitting on the staircase and trying to make focus while all the noise you can hear घर में. Try to sit in a public garden and try to solve. 25 minutes का आप मोबाइल पे स्टॉप वॉच लगा लीजिए, प्रिंट आउट निकलवा लीजिए उस सेक्शन का, और उसको शोर शराबे में बैठ के 25 मिनट में सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करिए। Why am I telling you, is this very important? Yes, it is important. See, you have a habit of solving your mocks at one particular seat, in one particular center, in one particular class, and that will take away adjustment. That will give you adjustment issues, right? You don't know उस पूरे एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में तुम आगे बैठोगे पीछे बैठोगे, एग्जामिनर तुम्हारे सर पे खड़ा होगा या नहीं। ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें आज, अब if you will go your after your college, whatever exams you will give, these all are not the challenges at that point of time, because you have seen a lot of paper, you have seen a lot of diversity, and you are mature. तुम ढीठ हो चुके होते हो, तुम्हारी उस टाइम पे उम्र जो होती है ज़्यादा हो चुकी होती है, तुम ढीठ हो चुके होते हो, तो ये सारे चैलेंजेस नहीं होते हैं। लेकिन एक 12th स्टैंडर्ड स्टूडेंट के लिए, 11वीं 12वीं के बच्चे के लिए छोटा दिमाग होता है, इतने कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशंस फेस नहीं किए हैं, ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें साइकोलॉजी डिसरप्ट करता है। लड़कों से ज़्यादा लड़कियों को ये इम्पैक्ट करता है। लेट मी टेल यू दिस, बॉयज़ आर नॉट अफेक्टेड बाय ऑल ऑफ दिस, गर्ल्स आर मोर अफेक्टेड बाय ऑल ऑफ दिस। इट्स द काइंड ऑफ माइंडसेट, इट्स माइंडसेट की वजह से होता है। ठीक है, बॉयज आर डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ गर्ल्स इन द एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर बाय द वे, बट गर्ल्स आर डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस। सो this is my, because I have in my class I have beautiful brains who belong to the female gender. I'm not stereotyping it, but I want these girls to crack this paper more than the guys. I want these girls to crack the paper and book their seats in top notch law schools. And because we need smart female advocates, come on, time has come, this nation needs a lot of smart female advocates, and you guys are the potential, and you guys are the souls, or the you can talent I'm looking up to. It's not that I'm not vouching for my boys, but for my girls, yes, I want to see you crack this paper. And these are the roadblocks. Other students, those whosoever, like there are guys who have the potential to score 90-95. I'm not going to take names, but there are guys who are already there. Consistent practice. So students, those who have solved this particular sheet, the idea of sharing it before was that you would solve it and come inside the class. So I'll be just quickly sharing the answers with you so that you can cross check it, how much questions you have got correct and how many are incorrect. And let's not bore you with the discussion in the start. If you, and then you will calculate your score, and then we'll go into discussion question by question, unfolding each segment. Also, please understand, let me bust this myth. Is critical reasoning really critical in CLAT? It's not. Is critical reasoning really critical in CLAT? It's not. Do you really need to follow critical reasoning ke exact core logics for CLAT passages? Absolutely not. So how can we do it? Then you utilize these sheets and these discussions that we do in this segment of critical reasoning, right? I had already told you that I was going slow initially in the month of February, March, January, February. I was deliberately going slow for a very simple reason, that there are a lot of students who were aspiring to join the batch, and second, that it was all the mental gear up that you needed. If in January I had given you the tougher segments, देन तुम उस टाइम पे हो सकता है वो रीराउट कर लेते अपने ब्रेन को, हो सकता है अभी भी बच्चे रीराउट करेंगे अपने ब्रेन को कि यार नहीं हो पा रहा है मेरे से क्लैट का पेपर. देयर आर गाइज हु आर, यू कैन सी, क्विटिंग द ग्रुप. सो दोज आर द सेम गाइज हु फील दैट नहीं हो पा रहा है उनसे, क्लासेस के साथ प्रेशर नहीं हो पा रहा है, या they are unable to take bear the brunt of taking another drop. But you people are different. You have already decided that you are going to take a drop, and the best part is that इस बैच में कोई भी ड्रॉपर 11th 12th का कोई बाइफर्केशन नहीं है. एवरीबडी इज प्रिपेयरिंग ऑन द सेम पेडेस्टल, राइट? सो लेट मी गिव यू द आंसर्स ऑफ दिस बिफोर आई बिगिन द डिस्कशन. प्लीज रेज हैंड्स अगेन. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सॉल्व्ड दिस शीट? Please raise hand again so that I can count. Just a minute. Okay. So 16 people have raised hands. All right. There are 3 folks who have not solved this. No problem with that. They will try to vouch for answers that we are going to discuss, and then they can check it at a later stage कि उनका कितना सही हुआ कितना गलत हुआ, right? Okay. So I hope the screen is still visible to you. All right. You can unraise your hand. I mean, you can remove that icon that you have pressed. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So if you're able to see the screen, please answers mark करते हुए चलिएगा, check करते हुए चलिएगा. First question का answer है, its first question is B. Second question is C. Second question is C. Third question is also C. Fourth question, the answer is D. Fifth question, the answer is A. Sixth question, the answer is again A. Seventh question. Yo, this was an interesting question. Seventh question was an interesting question. Uh, because it was very direct in the nature, but इसका आंसर है B. Seventh is B. Eighth का आंसर है D. Eighth का आंसर है D. Ninth we have C. In ninth we have C, right? In tenth we have A. In tenth we have A, right? Conclusion based था, and conclusion याद रखिएगा, conclusions are never reiterations. Conclusions are never reiterations, right? So we'll come to that. 10th का आंसर है A. 11th, on 11th we have C. On 12th we have again C. On 13th we have D. On 14th again we have C. On 15th we have A. 15th we have A. So again I would repeat: 11th C, 12th C, 13th D, 14th C, 15th A. All right. So why is the screen not moving, man? Visible now? All right. Any difficulty so far? So it's again I'm repeating: 10th ka A, 11th ka C, 11th C, 12th C, 13th D, 14th C, 15th A, right? Coming to the 16th question. Coming to the 16th question. The 16th is B. It's related to military coup that happened in Gabon. 16th is B. 17th is C. 17th is C. 18th is again A. 19th B. 20th is D. None of the above. For the first time, okay? 20th is D. 21. So there is a numbering issue, right? The first question 21 that is there. The answer is D. The answer is D. For 22 part 1, the answer is B. For 22 part 2, I mean 22 is, there are two 22s, right? 22 पहला वाला जो उसका आंसर B है, 22 दूसरा वाला जो है उसका आंसर A है, right? 23 का आंसर है D. 24 का आंसर है अगेन D. 25 का आंसर है C, right? Any problem? Any difficulty so far? All right, please calculate your score and please tell me how many of you have scored 18 or 18 plus. Anybody who has scored close to 18, 18 plus? Nobody has scored. What are your scores? Astha has scored 20. Splendid job, Astha. Very good, Astha. 20 marks is setting the benchmark. Very close, Apurva and Astha, very close. Apurva has scored 22. That's another splendid performance. 22 and 20. Shoa is at 20. Arzu is at 19. Arzu is at 19. Right? Astha Apurva, Arzu, great job. Shoa, great job. 20 above. I was only expecting 17, 17, 18. Great job. Then we have, all right, Siddhi 17.5. Okay, okay. Not crossing the benchmark is a worrisome sign. So you'll try to look, Siddhi, you'll try to look for the questions where you have used maybe incorrect logic or maybe incorrect approach. So you will try to focus which which are the questions where you have faltered, and those are your roadblocks. So we'll also try to understand that what is the source of these roadblocks, because either you misunderstood the passage, or because of some word issue you understood the passage differently. Arpit, that's not a problem, dear. You have just started, so don't worry. See, I don't understand. You took a lot of time. You took a lot of time to decide, but then no problem, dear. You have just started. So I think you have done more incorrect questions than the correct ones. So you'll try to again do the same thing, assess the questions that you have done incorrectly. Raghav, Harsh, not Harsh, okay, ठीक है. 17 and 16 के आसपास हो तुम लोग, मतलब क्या ही बोलें. 17.5. So 17.5, 16, 17, you people are out of the game. 15.5 is a deplorable score, Ria, is a deplorable score, is outrightly to be condemned, and that score is not acceptable. Kartike, yes, dear, that's a great feat that you have achieved. I can see the improvement within you from the day you have joined until now. It has humongously changed. So you are at the periphery. See, तुम्हारे efforts की वजह से तुम boundary पे 18 पे आ चुके हो. So don't worry, Artike. Try to focus on those questions जो तुमने गलत किए हैं, and why you are not able to get 22 or 23, right? Because you can get that. Arpita, 13 correct, 13 incorrect, 9.75 score. Sanskriti, hold on. I just need your score, and you have not given me your score. So first give your score in the chat box. Arpita, 13 correct, 13 incorrect. Again, I would say that's outrightly to be condemned. Deplorable score, not going anywhere, right? Why is that? Please look into the questions where you have done or used incorrect logic. I think English is the roadblock for you, and you have to read a lot, and you are a lazy bird. So, but you have to sit and read a lot, right? Pick up a novel, pick up any magazine, pick up newspapers. You're not following newspapers. You try to, you get carried away in your imaginary world, because you see, law as a subject or preparation for CLAT is very amusing in itself. It's not as boring as JEE or NEET, right? You think that you have an opinion and you are over the top of the world and you need to have your own understanding and all of this. So you get lost and carried away into the fancy world of information, and you feel that everything you need to know. So that is the biggest roadblock, Arpita. That is not going to work. So, but I think you have the potential and you can do it. Manisha, not acceptable. Uh, I have no words to say how to quote it, how to put it. And then whatever scores and analysis that you tell me uh, uh, becomes very problematic. Your mother was talking on call in the same room you were attending this sheet. Hmm. But then too, 11.25 is not justified. I mean, come on. Out of 25, 15 has to be there at least. Can you please tell the answers of the first passage, because I was confused that time which passage you were talking about that time. All right, first passage answer is first B. So it's already there on the screen. First B, second C, third C, fourth D, and fifth A. Right? So others, those who have not solved, see, I cannot comment on it. But Akshit, Raghav, and Harsh, 17.5, 16, 17. Dear, 40 मार्क्स ला के क्लैट में सिलेक्शन ना लाने का गम बहुत कम होता है. समझ में आया? 77, 78, 79, 80, 82 मार्क्स लाने के बाद क्लैट में सिलेक्शन ना होने का गम तुम समझ सकते हो. तो वहां पे तुम फंसे हुए हो. कोई बात नहीं, स्टार्ट किया है अभी. इट हैज जस्ट स्टार्टेड, एंड वी हैव अ ह्यूज amount of time, and huge miles to cover. So let's not be walked down up by this. We'll try to focus on the answers. So quickly starting with the answers. Sanskriti, don't dodge the bullet. Calculate your score and score and tell it in the chat box. Okay, so I think a lot of applaud should go for Apurva and Astha, the kind of scores that they have fetched. Interestingly, there was one question, one passage where you could have scored 5 out of 5 because it was already discussed at one point of time in the class. This passage has been already discussed in one of the critical reasoning classes. So there were chances to score at least 5 out of 6. Yes, 5 out of 6. There was a scope where you could have scored 5 out of 6. There was one addition to this question. This 21st question was an addition from the topic that we had discussed. All right, so let's start the discussion. All right, and be ready with your explanations and arguments that why it will not be B, why it will not be C, and all of that. It has to be very, you can say, participative class. So just give me a quick minute.